Council to order. Will everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Will you please do roll call?
Mayor Clark,
Here.
Councilmember Bottenberg,
Here.
Councilmember Crone,
Here.
Councilmember Grove,
Here.
Councilmember Pierce.
I'm here. I will have to pop out for a work call in a little bit, so I apologize, but then I will be back and I'll send a chat when I'm back on.
Thank you.
Councilmember Sinclair.
Here.
Agenda item D is open forum. Open forum is the time for anyone here tonight to address the council on any subject over which the council has the authority to act, or on any item on the agenda other than a public hearing item. Does anyone here tonight, either in the council chambers or on Zoom, wish to address the council and voice their comments at this time? If so, please approach the podium or raise your hand, or if participating via Zoom, please click on the raise hand icon located in the reactions controls.
There are no hands raised in Zoom.
Right. Open forum is closed. Agenda item E is agenda approval, and we have a scripted motion.
I move to approve removing agenda item K. Second.
Any discussion? Please vote.
Councilmember Sinclair.
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Bottenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes.
Agenda item G1 is a public hearing on an ordinance to amend chapter 169 zoning ordinance, City of Waukee, Iowa, by rezoning certain property from A1 to C1A, a parcel to be known as the 1926 Waukee Quick Star. And I declare this public hearing open. Becky, have we received any correspondence?
No, none received in the city clerk's office.
Andy?
All right. Good evening, Mayor Clark and council members. Before you tonight is a request from the property owner of William Fox Farm Company and Quick Trip Incorporated, who is the applicant. It's the area outlined in red on the screen. The property is located at the northwest corner of Northwest Douglas Parkway and Northwest 10th Street, and it is 8.36 acres in area. Notification to adjoining property owners was mailed on October 31st regarding the notice for the Planning and Zoning Commission hearing, as well as the public hearing tonight. And the rezoning signs were placed along Northwest 10th Street, Northwest Douglas Parkway, and Northwest Sproul Lane by the deadline as well. Staff has not received any correspondence either for or against the request regarding this proposed rezoning from A1 Agricultural District to C1A Neighborhood Commercial District. The concept plan, I'll zoom in here a little bit. The concept plan identifies the construction of an approximately 9,100 square foot quick start convenience store on the south side of the property, and showing the remaining property to the north as being undeveloped for future commercial development. If the property were to develop, a 30-foot landscape buffer, not buffer, 30-foot landscape buffer would be required along the north side of the property as well as the west side of the property. And you can kind of see some of the conceptual landscaping shown. One access point is shown into the property from Northwest Sproul Drive on the west side, and there is one access point shown off of Northwest 10th Street on the east side. In addition, there is a potential for a future full access up in the northeast corner of the property as well. That would be a joint access with the proposed townhome project directly to the north of this property that the council actually took action on a rezoning for not that long ago. The fueling station is shown on the west side of the site, and then there is the potential for a car wash on the east side of the site that would front Northwest 10th Street. The comprehensive plan identifies this property as single-family residential. However, the proposed rezoning to C1A neighborhood commercial stands to reason that it does make some sense here. This is the intersection of two minor arterial streets, which is where you would expect commercial development to occur at. Of course, Northwest Douglas Parkway and Northwest 10th Street are minor arterial streets. In addition, the comprehensive plan identifies neighborhood commercial as areas intended to provide day-to-day goods and services to area residents that surround that roughly 3-mile trade area is kind of what neighborhood commercial is intended to serve. You also have the school districts. Here, scroll back here. You also have the school districts, 3 school facilities directly to the west, Triumph Park directly to the southwest as well. So definitely some opportunity for some commercial development within this area. The Planning and Zoning Commission did recommend approval of this request at their meeting on November 12th, 2025. And staff recommends holding the public hearing. I'm happy to take any questions.
Thank you. Does anyone here tonight, either in the council chambers or on Zoom, wish to address the council and voice their comments or questions on this particular public hearing item? If so, please approach the podium or raise your hand, or if participating via Zoom, please click on the raise hand icon located in the reactions controls.
There are no hands raised in Zoom.
Thank you. Does council have any questions at this time?
Just one.
Yep.
Would potential stormwater detention, would that just be the pound to the northwest, or would there be any on-site?
There would be on-site stormwater detention required for this potential property. Yep.
Thank you.
And I should add that Casey Bonger with Quick Trip Inc. is also here tonight in case there's any questions that you may have specifically for her.
Thank you. Would the applicant like to speak? Okay. 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 All right. I now declare this public hearing closed. Agenda item H1, consideration of approval of an ordinance to amend chapter 169 zoning ordinance, City of Waukee, Iowa, by rezoning certain property from A1 to C1A, a parcel to be known as 1926 Waukee Quick Star. This is an introduction and a first reading.
I introduce the ordinance and move to approve the first reading in title only.
Second. Thank you. Andy?
I don't have a lot to add, other than staff does recommend approval. We do feel that it's generally, while it's not what's on the land use map and the comp plan, we do feel that this would meet the intended definition of neighborhood commercial within the comprehensive plan. So staff is recommending approval of the first consideration of the rezoning.
Thank you. All right. Does council have any questions or comments? Please vote.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Agenda item I1 is consent agenda part 1. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Any discussion? Please vote.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Item I2, consent agenda part 2. Can I get a motion? Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion?
I will be abstaining due to a professional conflict. Second to last time.
All right. Please vote.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Abstain.
Item I3 for urban renewal plans. I3A, consideration of approval of an ordinance for the division of revenues under section 403.19 Code of Iowa for amendment number 16 to the Waukee Unified Urban Renewal Plan. This is the second, third, and final reading. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve the second reading of the ordinance, waive the third reading, and place it on final passage.
Second.
Jennifer?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. What you have before you is an amendment number 16 to Waukee Unified. And basically, this is a pretty simple one. We are simply removing the 2004 parcels, which are in red there. And it's basically the time limit for collecting the tax increment from these properties. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Item I3B, consideration of approval of an ordinance for the division of revenues under section 403.19 Code of Iowa for the 2025 ordinance parcels amendment number 10 to the Waukee Consolidated Urban Renewal Plan. This is also a second, third, and final reading.
Move to approve the second reading of the ordinance, waive the third, and place it on final passage.
Second.
Jennifer?
So this ordinance proposes to add the 2025 parcels to consolidated. These are 9 properties. This is obviously new development. And with this ordinance, we are ensuring that the tax revenues generated from these parcels support the improvements and new projects that are consistent with the urban renewal plan. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes.
Item I3C, consideration of approval of an ordinance for the Division of Revenues under Section 403.19 Code of Iowa for Kettlestone Lakes District 1 Urban Renewal Plan. This is also a second, third, and final reading.
Move to approve the second reading of the ordinance, waive the third reading, and place it on final passage.
Second.
Jennifer.
So this is a new ordinance for tax increment financing district for Kettlestone Lakes District 1, consistent with the, obviously, the new urban renewal area that we just established. This will also help us to collect tax increment financing and consistent with the new urban renewal plan as well. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes.
Item I3D, consideration of approval of an ordinance for the Division of Revenues under Section 403.19 Code of Iowa for Amendment Number 1 to the Kettlestone Phase 1 Commercial Urban Renewal Plan. This is also a second, third, and final reading.
I move to approve the second reading of the ordinance, waive the third reading, and place it on final passage.
Second.
Jennifer.
Okay, we are amending a previous ordinance to reflect the removal of property, specifically the property outlined here in pink, which is the gym property. That's basically it. So I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes.
Item I3E, consideration of approval of an ordinance for the Division of Revenues under Section 403.19 Code of Iowa for Amendment Number 1 to the Kettlestone Phase 2 Commercial Urban Renewal Plan. This is also a second, third, and final reading.
I move to approve the second reading of the ordinance, waive the third, and place it on final passage.
Second.
Jennifer.
Okay, similarly with the previous phase 1 with phase 2 commercial, this amendment, we are also will be removing the property outlined in pink here, or pinkish red, the Dancing with Roxy's property. That will also, and that's pretty much it with this ordinance as well. So I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes.
Item I3F, consideration of approval of an ordinance for the Division of Revenues under Section 403.19 Code of Iowa for Kettlestone Phase 5 Commercial Urban Renewal Plan. This is also a second, third, and final reading.
Move to approve the second reading of the ordinance, waive the third reading, and place it on final passage.
Second.
Jennifer.
This is a new TIF ordinance, new TIF district for Kettlestone Phase 5 Commercial Urban Renewal Area. This will ensure that property tax revenues generated from the new development are used to support improvements and economic development projects consistent with the new urban renewal area. Happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes.
I3G, consideration of approval of an ordinance for the Division of Revenues under Section 403.19 Code of Iowa for Kettlestone Residential Urban Renewal Projects 2 and 3 property. This is also a second, third, and final reading, and she thought she got away from us that fast.
Yeah, I thought I was done.
Okay, I need to have somebody make a motion.
I move to approve the second reading of the ordinance, waive the third reading, and place it on final passage.
Second.
All right, Jennifer.
Okay. This ordinance is for our Kettlestone residential area. And this is for projects 2 and 3 within the Kettlestone residential urban renewal area. And obviously this establishes the tax increment financing districts for these 2 areas. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you.
Now I'm finished.
Any questions? Just for that, we should ask more
Right,
questions
you
and
should,
keep you up
yeah.
here, but, all right, please vote.
Councilmember Sinclair.
Yes.
Councilmember Crone.
Yes.
Councilmember Grove.
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg.
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes.
Agenda item I4, consideration of approval of an ordinance to amend chapter 52 noise control by repealing the current chapter in its entirety and enacting in lieu thereof. Chapter 52 noise control. This is a third and final reading.
Move to approve the third reading of the ordinance in title only and place it on final passage.
Second.
Chief.
Good evening. We talked about this a couple times, but primarily just some language cleanup and then property responsibility for loud music as well as exhaust systems that create unnecessary noise is what's covered in the amendment. So I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Grove.
Yes.
Councilmember Crone.
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair.
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg.
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes.
Item I5, consideration of approval of a resolution approving a revised preliminary plat for Fox Valley. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Andy?
All right, hello again. This is an request from the owner is Fox Valley Development LLC, and the applicant is Element 119. It's the property outlined in red on the screen. It's generally located south of Northwest Meredith Drive and west of North Warrior Lane. And it is just over 58 acres in area. Some of you on the council might recall, we previously approved the original preliminary plat for this property back in 2021. It's a mix of kind of smaller and standard size single family lots, and the with some parkland in the southwest corner of the development. The applicant has proposed some revisions to the original preliminary plat, essentially reducing the number of single family lots from 148 single family lots down to 139, and enlarging the stormwater pond in the southwest corner of the site and relocating the proposed roughly 3.5 acres of parkland to the northwest corner of the site. Those are kind of the two major, or I should say 3 major changes to this overall preliminary plat. The developer has completed the phase 1 improvements to this development, which would be kind of this backwards L shape over here on the east side of the site. They constructed a small portion of Northwest Hillside Boulevard that connected down into Northwest Alderleaf Lane, which connects to the Ashley Acres development to the south. They do have phase 2 improvements underway. So really the only thing that this revised preliminary plat would affect is the western phases of the overall project. Staff has reviewed the proposed relocation of the future parkland with the Parks and Recreation Department, and they actually preferred that location versus the original location, made primarily because of the amount of street frontage that it has is really good for safety and security at nighttime when public safety is driving by, and also when anyone else is driving by, they can see what's going on in the park. This also gives us a good opportunity to acquire future parkland whenever the property to the north develops, and also the property to the west develops as well, to add on to that park. So staff is supportive of that relocated parkland. Like I said, they've completed 1 phase of the overall development and have improvements for Plat 2 nearly complete. I would imagine probably before the end of the year, we'll probably be bringing forth a final plat for the second phase of this development. All lots will be accessed via public streets. All lots will have access to public utilities as well. And there's 2 ponds, stormwater management ponds proposed. Again, the one in the southwest corner of the site, and then there's 3. There's one in the southeast corner of the site that's already been constructed, as well as a pond kind of in the central east part of the site that has already been constructed. Those ponds are all owned and maintained by a homeowners association. Staff is comfortable with the revised preliminary plat. The Planning and Zoning Commission did recommend approval of the revised preliminary plat at their meeting on November 12th, 2025. All comments have been addressed and staff recommends approval. Happy to take any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions? All right, please vote.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Item I6, consideration of approval of a resolution approving and authorizing a form of loan and disbursement agreement by and between the city of Waukee, Iowa and the Iowa Finance Authority, and authorizing and providing for the issuance and securing the payment of $7 million in water revenue capital loan notes, Series 2025 of the city of Waukee, Iowa, under the provisions of the Code of Iowa, and providing for a method of payment of said notes and approving form of tax exemption certificate. Can I get a motion?
So moved. Second.
Linda.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. This is follow-up action to our public hearing that was held at the last meeting to authorize not to exceed $9 million of these capital loan notes. This is the actual loan and disbursement agreement to enter into with Iowa Finance Authority, who will do the financing for us. And again, we are only intending, in the agreement states of 7 million, not to exceed 9 million. We'll use the other roughly $1,700,000 of cash to make that payment to Central Iowa Waterworks at the end of December. And again, the interest rate on this will be 3.01%, issued for 20 years of payments. If there's, staff would recommend approval, but I'd be certainly happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Any questions? All right, please vote.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Item I7, consideration of approval of a resolution adopting revenue purpose statement regarding use of revenues from proposed gas and electric franchise fees pursuant to Iowa Code 364.24F 2025.
Move to approve.
Second.
Thank you, Mayor. Earlier this year, the City Council approved for the special election for the sale of the Waukee Municipal Gas Utility, which was overwhelmingly approved in March of 2025. Prior to that consideration, discussion did occur with the City Council relative to the lost revenue that was generated by the municipal gas utility, specific for a lot of support positions within the city administration, finance, human resources, IT, as well as the 5 positions that have been retained that were gas positions that have been reassigned within the Public Works Department. In order to make up that deficit from the lost revenue on essentially the operating side of the house, it was discussed with the City Council to consider a proposed franchise fee for the electric utility as well as the gas utility. Earlier tonight, you actually set a public hearing date as a part of the consent to consider that franchise fee at the next meeting, which would be December 1st. It would be a public hearing. Prior to that public hearing, however, the City Council does need to consider approval of a revenue purpose statement, which identifies the intended purposes for those revenues. And specifically, the resolution does identify multiple opportunities for use of that revenue. Generally, I shouldn't say generally, exactly consistent with the language within the state code. To paraphrase it, those revenues can be used for the repair, maintenance, and construction of city facilities. They can be used for transportation-related improvements, public safety, economic development activities, as well as for property tax relief. If approved, the intent would be initially to utilize these funds towards essentially property tax relief. But if you were not to approve this revenue stream, you would have to consider a tax increase to pay for the additional operating side of the table that we've lost from the revenue from the gas utility. So with that being said, staff is recommending approval of the resolution, which identifies those intended purposes for the revenue purpose statement. If adopted or if approved, upon consideration of a franchise fee, it would be in lieu of the currently charged sales tax that is collected as part of both the gas and electric utilities today. With that being said, staff would recommend approval of the resolution. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Agenda item J, reports. Brad?
Thank you, Mayor. The only thing I would have, just because we don't have another meeting, is to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving next Thursday, and the city offices will all be closed next Friday as well.
Thank you. Steve?
No report.
No report.
No report.
Rob?
No report.
Anna?
No report.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, I will take a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn. Second.
Thought I wasn't going to get one there. All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Second or not, I'm on.
Have a good week, everyone.